Hey everybody, it's Ryan. Let's take a look at the bridge for What Was I Made For? It looks like this. 'Cause I don't know how to feel, but someday I might. Lots of benefits to this. We are working on our finger picking. We're going to go over the classical roll technique, and we're also going to learn about that F inversion that's in the middle of this riff. So let's take a look at it. To start, we have our D minor, and the finger picking pattern goes like this. So just try that with me very slowly, like, go ahead and join. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and last time. And now you can keep your first finger hanging right there as we go to this G7 chord. I don't really bother putting the middle finger on the second fret of the A string because I'm not really playing it anyway. So this is the classical roll. What you do is you take your picking hand and you do this, but you do it fast, like that. So just try this with me a few times like this. At your own speed and your own pace. This is what we call a roll, because we're rolling the chord. One more time. Now let's take the first bar and the second bar and let's do those two together nice and slow. So 1, 2, ready, go. 2 and 3 to the roll. 2. Let's do it again. Here we go. And 3, 4, and roll. 2. One more time. And then after that G7, then we move on to our C chord. It looks just like our normal C chord, except now we're going to take our pinky and put it on the 3rd fret of the high E string. I like the C chord because it's got high energy to it in comparison to this one. So now the pattern goes like this. So let's just take this first bar and do it over and over again. About that fast. 1, 2, ready, go. And let's do it again. Here we go. One more time. And now we're getting into the tough part of this riff. So this bar right here is completely optional. If you wanted to do just like an F major 7 or some kind of F chord, you could, like this. So all I did was I took these 2 fingers from the C chord and I moved them down a string, and then I kept the pinky and the pointer finger right there to make an F major 9, which is a beautiful chord. But we're going to look at our inversion. So an inversion or a triad is basically just a different way to play the same chord with a different voicing. So instead of playing your F chord like this, you can play the F chord like this. And this version of the triad can be difficult if you've never done it before, but that's ring finger on the 7th fret of the D string, then your first finger is barring across the 5th string, then your middle finger is on the 6th fret of the B, and then the 5th fret is barred on the high E. So doing this triad and going from can be tough if we're not used to that. So an easier way to do that, if you wanted to get this high A note, is to do this. And now if you notice, this looks just like a D chord, except I've slid up to 5, 6, and 5. So we're just getting rid of that 7th fret D string right there. So this is an F major triad, and you can move this shape around to get different chords. So this is G, this is F, this is E, this is E flat. And that's kind of the power of these triads, is that you can move them around and get different chords. So we're going to practice these 2 bars very slowly, and you can practice either going to this one, or this one, or this one, whichever F you want to do. So about 1, 2, ready, go. To the F. Let's do it again. Back to C. Here we go. To the F. And you don't have to do that second pluck if you don't want to. You can just do one. One more time. And so now let's take a look at the last 2 bars. So we have an A minor 7, which is just like the A minor, except we're lifting off the ring finger. And the last 2 bars look like this. 2, 3, and 4, and. So we have the A minor 7. Then we're going to pluck the 2nd fret on the D string. And then just put that ring finger down on the 3rd fret of the D string to get that F sus2. And then we have the ending lick, which looks like this. So you're going to play the open B string, then take this finger, pretend that it's a hammer, hammer on the nail that's on the 1st fret, then 2nd fret D string, then open G string, and then I like to end it with a C chord. So let's just try this bar right here together. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, last time, here we go, and 1, 2, 3, and on the C. All right, everybody. So this was the bridge for What Was I Made For? See you in the practice video.